Hello guys, Amin here from detectingschool.com. So there are a lot of people who ask the question whether metal detecting is a waste of time, whether it is worth it or not, especially those who are beginners or those who didn't really still decide whether they should go for this activity as a hobby or not. So in this video I will try to address this concern real quick, and try also to give you some ideas about the hobby in general. So if you want to get abroad and try this hobby in your home country or in your home state, you will have better visibility of what it takes. So why I've chosen metal detection for this channel, this is extremely important. So for me, this is a hobby that I love. Honestly, I started being interested about this hobby like more than a year ago, and after a year of experience with this hobby, I've chosen to start this YouTube channel in order to share what I know about the hobby. So this is a very good activity for those who are interested in history, for those who are interested in collecting stuff, especially things like coins, old coins, like relics, things like that. And also it could bring some profit, especially when it comes to some valuable metals, like gold, like silver, and also spendable coins that you can accumulate, and they could bring some value. So, and also it is like a sport. It is a little bit like a sport. So when you are exploring a place, like a field, like a beach, so you need to walk a lot. You need to squat, you need to dig, you need to do a lot of kind of physical activities that are really very helpful and that a lot of people don't really do. And also it is an opportunity, to build like a relationships with other hobbyists who share the same passion, and build like a network of or what we call clubs, and trying to share your finds, to share your permissions, to share good places to go for, things like that. And also, and finally, I think that this hobby is really very good for your mental health. This is anyway what I think. Your mental health is extremely important for individuals in general, and I think that these kinds of hobbies, really, it's very good. After going a whole day detecting, at the end of the day you will feel really good. You will feel rejuvenated. You will feel like you had a therapy, something like that. So these were some reasons why I've chosen metal detecting, not only as a hobby but also as a topic for this channel, in order to share these thoughts and hopefully to make you excited a little bit about this hobby. So what I am going to talk about in this YouTube channel, this is a very important question, especially if you want to follow me, to follow this channel. I'm sure that you will learn a lot from this channel. So there are a lot of aspects that I would love to share, but the main four aspects are the metal detecting in general. So there are a lot of notions, a lot of tips about metal detecting in general that I would love to share in this channel, and I will share obviously in the future videos. and also about metal detectors. I mean the equipment. There are a lot of misconceptions, there are a lot of misunderstanding about the machines in general, and I would love to address that. I would love to address these kinds of issues and try to make it clear for people, especially for beginners. And also I would love to give some recommendations of good products. I will try to do that from time to time if I see that a product is worth it to recommend. And finally, about locations. This is extremely important. A lot of people buying a metal detector is pretty easy. All you need is some cash, but knowing exactly where you are going to use it is another important things that not a lot of people know how to approach that. So in this YouTube channel, I'll try to share with you some good places, some good countries, some good states, some good places, whether there are rivers, whether there are lakes, around lakes, whether there are beaches, whether there are some specific fields that I know that you can visit and that you can simply try to try to take this information into your advantage in order to explore these kind of places. So these were, some of the things that I will address in this YouTube channel, and hopefully you will take note of these things, and hopefully you will learn from these things. So the final point that I would love to tell you is about some constraints. There are some constraints. So yes, as you can see, metal detecting is great, but there are some restrictions that you need to know about. There are places where the hobby is prohibited. There are places where if you are caught with a metal detector, you could be you could have some trouble with the local authorities. You could have your equipment confiscated. You could maybe have a fine, have to pay a fine, or maybe sometimes you could face some jail time, which is not cool. So in this YouTube channel, I'll try to obviously to address this kind of things, and not only that, I'll try to let you know what are the specific laws depending on the place that you are, depending on the country, your state, your hometown, things like that, as accurate as I know, at the best of my knowledge, because laws, rules, things like that change over time. So I try to do my best in order to share with you these kind of things. So I just wanted to let you know about that, because metal detecting is not like, it's not like other hobbies that you can practice whenever you want, wherever you want. There are some rules, there are some laws that you need to take into considerations. There is a code of ethic that you need to consider, and I'll try, of course, to let you know about that in some future videos. And that's it. So just take this into consideration. So that's it. That was it for this video. I hope that you are a little bit excited about this hobby. If you want to try it. So finally, don't forget to visit my website, detectingschool.com. This is an extremely helpful website. I put in there a lot of resources for free that you can learn from it. I've included a lot of helpful information, whether it is related to equipment, whether it is related to general tips about let's say about the ground conditions that you are going to deal with, whether about the finds, how to find specific targets, whether it is about some locations that you may want to target and what are the laws there. So there are a lot of helpful information that you will find in the site. It is a very helpful site. It is probably one of the best sites in the industry, and I'm sure that you will learn a lot from that. So I'm so sorry for making this video a little bit longer than what it should be, and see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.